What did I
But we're
say?
about to have a positive conversation now. We're going to ignore it, put that on pause for a second. We've reached the part of the show where we talk about our personal lives, relationships, and how we've overcome obstacles in our own lives. Welcome to our Queendom. All right, tonight's topic will focus on the importance of women taking care of their health between ages of 40 and 64. Now, MedlinePlus.gov published an article that you should visit your healthcare provider from time to time, even if you're healthy. The purpose of the visits is to screen for medical issues, assess your risk for future medical problems, encourage a healthy lifestyle, update vaccinations, and to help get to know your provider in case of an illness. Queens, why is this important information, especially for Black women? Selena, let's start with you.
Well, first of all, I think all of those are great, but I think they left off minimizing stress, outside entities that cause mental disparities, mental and emotional disparities, because stress is causing disease. And I also think that we have to be mindful. First of all, I do love the list. I think Black women need to take care of themselves because we take on a lot. But I also think that we have to take into consideration that a lot of Black women are fearful and haven't found the right doctors because, y'all heard how the doctors, these doctors out here aren't taking us seriously. You know what I'm saying?
I want to add to that, Selena.
With that.
Definitely, because I want to add to that because pharmaceutical is a big business, and they are not about the cure. They are about the Band-Aid, what I mean? And so then you have doctors that have went to school and said that I want to become a doctor because I want to help people. But then you get some people that come through the emergency room and they won't touch them because they don't have a good enough insurance that's going to pay. But then what happened? You went to school to be a doctor to help. And so you're right about not being able to find the right doctors. I'm fearful of needles, and so anytime I get ready to give blood or get an IV or whatever, I'm like, you ever had one of those doctors that is not patient with you? And it's like, well, let me know when you're ready. And it's like, woman, be patient with me just a little bit or whatever. Right. But they almost make you feel like they're not in the right business or whatever. And you're right about the stress. I think as being a superwoman, being a woman, period, we have so many things that, we have to suppress because we have families and we have jobs and we're around many different people. And, we got to level up and act like, things are not what they really are sometimes. We all have hidden behind the mask, no matter who you are, But sometimes you got to have that outlet to be able to say, where really can I go to be able to get some real help here?
Yeah. Vivica, what do you think about this, about women, to focus on women taking care of themselves between 40 and 64?
I'm all about it because that's when things literally seem like they start breaking down. You wake up, go to get out of bed, your knees is hurting, your back is hurting.
Don't work, girl.
No, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it all the way real.
Working today, okay?
That's when you got to really start that maintenance and really looking at your health. Because they also say that, like, a lot of people after they retire, their health spirals down because they're not as busy and is not as active. So, right, it's definitely between that time is the time to pay attention, take better care of yourself. Don't get older, get better. That's what I believe in.
I think that we're all in that age group right now, and it's like it's a blessing and a curse that you still look younger than you really are, because it's kind of misleading. You think I'm good, but really your insides are, 40, 50 something, they up there. And I think it's easy to get caught up with, well, I look healthy and I look good for my age, but there's probably some things under the hood I got to address. And I got to admit, I have to do better at that. Like, I definitely need to do better at that, because this is where you can kind of catch some things before they become a real issue. And again, you ladies both eloquently spoke on how Black women, they don't really take our pain seriously and our symptoms. They, here's 2 aspirin, send you home. Yeah. And they don't really do the thorough evaluation. Don't let them do that.
Yeah.
Demand it, because we get that. And then we also get, we're more susceptible to so many more things because of our diets and genetics and environment. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of burning the candle on both ends. Like, we're getting, we're not getting the proper attention. And then we're also more prone. So ladies in this age group, I mean, I know it's scary, the mammograms, the checkups, the blood, we got to stay on an extra. And I'm the first to admit that I have not been on point like I need to. So I need to do that my damn self. So we need to all probably hold each other accountable in our group chat while we're sending dirty videos.
I know that's right. And, just can I say that there's one lady who helped me to balance out my life, and that's Dr. Gail Jackson here in Los Angeles. And I've mentioned her before that, ladies, like you said, we're going through that things where your body's changing. As they say, we're going through the change. Mm-hmm. But the main way and I'm like Lisa Ray, I hate needles. Especially when you got to get blood and things like that. It's like, I can take them for other things, but something about giving blood or when you got to get an IV freaks me out. I don't know why. But Dr. Gail Jackson was the one doctor who made me comfortable. She was like, sweetheart, the only way that I can help you is I have to check your levels. And it was like, okay, you're right. She just gave me tough love. She was honest with me and she changed my entire life. She really did. So ladies, don't be afraid to check your levels.
How hard it is to keep a journal of what you do in your life. Like, I'll start by saying, I'm going to fast for 14 days and let me write down what I'm, going to eat so I can check my levels. And I will get to day 4 or 7 and just come in. And it's like, this is for you. Why you keep going up and down? You 10 pounds over, go break it on down. 7, now you 15. It's like, and then my face, get like pie face. And then I'm like,
I'm swollen right now. I'm a small face.
I'm so sick of these damn jowls. I'm like, what is that? What's going on?
It's it is what it is. And I think and you all bring up another good point. We got to give ourselves grace. We got to be okay with not being okay sometimes, because that's real life. And we also got to understand that life is not as short as we think. There are moments where we're not going to always be perfect, but there are moments that we are. And there are moments that we can get back on and continue to do what's needed. We're going through life, guys. We're not going to be perfect every 5 seconds. And I know our careers and our job puts us in a predicament where we're supposed to be perfect, especially y'all. I mean, actresses, my God, today, the pressure that they put on you women to stay beautiful, stay young, stay thin, stay this, that, and the third. I mean, the pressure that they put on, they put it on.
Stay in the third.
I know it. I'm rubbing off on y'all. I'm rubbing off on
y'all. That from me. I've been saying that since 1600.
There's a will. There's a way.
Child, listen,
oh Lord, here we go.
We have got to give ourselves grace. I mean, we are. Look at you all. You all are drop dead gorgeous.
We are
women in their women in their 20s and 30s that are aspiring to look like us in our age. So you got to sometimes sit back and be like,
right.
Okay, I ain't do past day 4, but I'm still like that, and I still feel good, and I'm still popping. I'm booking shows, I'm booking, getting movies. I'm getting hosting gigs. Like y'all are still booked and busy and beautiful.
Right just now when you said that, my dental implant feels like it's coming loose. We're gonna take a quick commercial break.